All right, here's the Eagles game plan. He's going to run a route up here. He's going to run through here. He's going to go long. And Sam Bradford, he's just going to throw it right here to the safety.
And he's going to go, woo! Touchdown.
What's up, guys? It's 2 a.m. Sports again.
Right now it's 2 a.m. in Karachi.
Karachi.
All right.
Just like last week, we're going to have a game of the week. We're going to do fantasy advice and then just a run through. But we're not doing any push this week or anything like that.
Week 9, you got your set.
All right. This game of the week is the Packers at the Panthers. And it's the Packers' second week in a row. It's a primetime game. No, it's not primetime. It's 1 o'clock game.
1 o'clock game. They probably didn't really expect this to be a primetime game. The Packers are the Panthers. The Panthers have really been a surprise this year. And I honestly think they can keep it up. I think the Packers are going to come in and they're playing their second really studly defense in a row. Probably the only way the Panthers don't win this game is my boy Randall Cobb. And you know, Randall Cobb, I was not very good last week when I talked about him. Packers have the ball. Rodgers going to be scrambling around. He's like, Randall Cobb's be going. He's going to be gone. He's like, man, I only got 6 fantasy points right now. This is ridiculous. I need to get me some fantasy points. He's going to be gone. 80-yard touchdown, Randall Cobb, final 2 minutes. You have my prediction right now. But you know what? I'm not going to go so in detail. I gave you all the stats on him last week. Here's the thing. The Panthers' worst defensive player in their secondary happens to be their slot defender. And that is where Randall Cobb plays the majority of the time. So I'm saying if they could exploit that, if Randall Cobb can get some one-on-one matchups there, you know, maybe the Packers defense will actually look like themselves for a week.
The Panthers are on a high right now. So with the Panthers coming off 2 big primetime wins, it's going to be hard to slow them down. They need to keep it up, though. Like, they can't just, like, all right, we're cool. They need to keep it up, especially at home. This is 3 weeks in a row, big games in a row at home, and I feel like that's energizing them. So I have the Panthers to win. Packers are going to put up a good fight. Coming off of a bad loss against the Broncos, which I actually had the Packers winning. Cobb and Rodgers need to step it up big time, as well as Lacey, even though I think Lacey's
Lacey, despite what you might think, last week, yeah, he had probably the best game of any Packers offensive player just because he scored their only touchdown. He still sucks.
Yeah, he sucks. It was 40-something yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, nothing special, nothing to write home about. But then again, Packers got pretty much shut down last week.
They did.
All right.
Fantasy, for my must-start, it's McFadden. Since the Cowboys released Randall today, I think. So McFadden's the number 1 back now for the rest of the year. And they're playing the Eagles, but I'm an Eagles fan, so I don't want to say. But I feel like the O-line for the Cowboys is pretty decent.
We're going to hope that McFadden, just takes a week to come into his prime. But yeah, I definitely agree. McFadden's definitely a good long-term prospect here.
And my must-sit is everyone who has a bye, because there's freaking 6 teams with a bye this week. I'm starting Alfred Morris, so it's pretty bad week. Start whoever you can this week.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, exactly. There's a ton of teams on bye this week, and so the fact is you have to look to the waivers. And because so many people got injured last week, you're going to need some people to fill in for players that got injured that perhaps you were looking on to rely on to win the entire league. But so D'Angelo Williams, we're moving past it. D'Angelo Williams is getting the starting role, presumably for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We all know he did go off like major time after the first 2 weeks
when Bell was out.
When Bell had a suspension,
and now he's injured.
D'Angelo Williams was the number 1 running back in fantasy after 2 weeks, and then he hasn't done crap.
Good Bell, but now Bell's gone.
Bell's gone.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like a piece of shit. No. My advice here with D'Angelo Williams is, yeah, he's going to get a lot of carries, and yeah, he's going to be good, but here's the thing.
I got that reference. Colgate toothpaste.
Made me feel like a piece of shit. D'Angelo Williams, don't go crazy trying to trade for this dude. Pittsburgh Steelers offense was not that great when we thought it would be pretty good last week, and I think they're going to want to come out throwing the ball. Marcus Wheaton's coming back. Antonio Brown's going to be looking to have some good games after he's been kind of average. He did get a touchdown last week. Big Ben's going to be looking for some revenge here. I'd say at D'Angelo Williams, you're looking for probably a top 15 running back, no more than that for the rest of the season. So when you're valuing trying to trade for him, don't go crazy trying to get him. But a player you might want to try and trade for, Eric Decker. He actually has touchdowns in 6 out of 7 games he's played this year, which might make you think, oh, well, he's touchdown dependent. But that's also too many touchdowns to be a coincidence. This guy plays for the Jets. Geno Smith might be the quarterback this week since Ryan Fitzpatrick got hurt. And Geno Smith and Eric Decker could probably establish that chemistry that they had at the end of last year. And so I'd say Eric Decker, if he's available, or maybe his owner's not really paying attention to how good he's been doing, try and go out and get him and see if you can get him cheap and get some production out of him.
Now to the weekly pick'em. The Browns are traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals this week for Thursday night. This game I feel is pretty easy. I underestimated the Bengals last week, so I'm definitely having the Bengals beat the Browns this week. Andy Dalton's looking nice this year.
Yeah, McCown might not even play. I might just start Johnny Manziel.
The Redskins are traveling to New England to play the Patriots. This is another obvious pick. The Patriots are just going to kick butt. Simple.
If the Patriots lose this game, never mind. The Patriots aren't going to lose.
The Titans are traveling to play the Saints this week. I also underestimated the Saints last week personally, so I'm not doing that again this week. Drew Brees off of a record-breaking game. I have them winning.
Saints offense is really looking good right now. And the Titans just fired their head coach yesterday, and so they're kind of screwed.
We have the Dolphins traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills. I have the Dolphins winning because under their new head coach, they've been pretty nice this year, and I feel like Tannehill's going to have another monster game.
Yeah, Dolphins have been very good under this new coach, and they'll probably keep it up. I really would like the Bills to win. I'd like McCoy to have a big game because I've got him, and he's been kind of average. I honestly think the Bills will pull this one out. I think their defense is going to step it up, and Percy Harvin might be coming back and trying to play for him, and so they might have a couple more weapons on offense than usual.
Now we have the Rams traveling to play the Vikings this week. I have the Rams winning again purely because of Gurley and how amazing he is, and AP is pretty nice too, but I feel like Gurley's the new AP, as a lot of other people are saying right now too. I just have Gurley running all over the Vikings, so I have the Rams beating the Vikings.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Vikings will lose this game. But hopefully, somehow, I've never really heard of a run-out. You always hear shootouts, but hopefully this turns into a run-out. Gurley versus AP, I'd love to see that. That'd be really interesting.
And the Jags and Jets is probably the most boring game this week. No, I'm joking. That's not the most boring game this week. We'll get to that later. But yeah, Jets winning this game. Pretty easy. Except for coming off a pretty disappointing loss last week to the Raiders.
The Buccaneers.
No, it's Raiders. The Jets?
Oh, you're right.
He's not recovering from that one. The Giants traveling to play the Bucs this week.
Right, the Bucs. All right, you know what? I hope you guys win this game. You don't suck, okay? I take it back. You kicked butt totally last game. Please do it again.
I wouldn't say kick butt. It was overtime.
They beat the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
They went up 28-10. I don't know. That's probably
no. It was 23-20.
No, it was. They went up a lot.
It was 23-20.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, at the end of the game.
Yeah. How are you going to go 28-10?
They were up early. Shut up. All I know is I checked the score in the second quarter, and they were up by a shitload. And I was like, how are the Falcons getting their butt kicked if Julio Jones is going off, which he was? What I'm trying to say here is Giants, you pissed me off. Eli, you pissed me off. Bucks, put in work, beat their... Yeah.
I sadly have the Giants winning. I agree with not everything, but most things. As Andy said about the Bucks, I feel like they're underestimated, but I just don't like Winston as much as I hate the Giants. Like I said last week, I have them winning again, which hopefully the same thing happens, and I'm wrong with this game. The team that lost to the Bucs, the Falcons, they're traveling to Levi Stadium to play the 49ers. I have the Falcons bouncing back, beating the 49ers that pretty much suck right now. Cap's not doing anything as much as I hate that. Cap, I don't know.
Remember that cliff I said the 49ers were falling off last week? Yeah, they hit the bottom.
They're still falling. They're still falling.
No, they're at rock bottom.
No, they're still falling. There's still more to come.
How much lower can they go?
It's
their star quarterback. They paid this dude a lot of money.
Yo, Cap, come to Philadelphia.
It's like RG3 and Kaepernick got a lot of money to do jack shit.
Yeah, the Broncos going to Indianapolis to play the Colts this week. Peyton Manning's facing his old team, the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, these teams historically have been pretty tight, or at least ever since Peyton Manning's been traded, have been pretty close. But this year, Broncos are undefeated, and the Colts aren't.
They're 3-5.
3-5. That's pretty trash. Yeah.
They're trash.
Andrew Luck didn't look very good yesterday in that game versus the Panthers.
The Broncos winning pretty easily. I see the Colts putting up a fight, but not a big enough one to be effective at all.
Andrew Luck goes from Panthers defense to Broncos defense, two good defenses. He's going to struggle again, I think.
Our Philadelphia Eagles going to Dallas to play the Cowboys. I am praying that the Eagles win this week. I feel like they are, like, even without my prayers, because Cowboys
can't hurt.
Cowboys can't without Tony Romo. They just can't.
They can't.
They just can't.
Then again, I don't know if y'all remember this, but the Cowboys are not actually in better shape than the last time the Eagles played them, and the Eagles lost that game.
No, they aren't.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Dude,
they lost Randall, Tony Romo.
Romo was out last time we played them.
Well, the second half.
Romo and Dez were out.
Well, just Dez. Romo was playing for the first half.
I guess you're right.
We injured Romo. Thank you, by the way.
Yes. You're welcome, Romo, and all you Cowboys fans.
No.
I hope the Eagles go down there and just blow them out. Like, you guys remember that Thanksgiving game last year? That was amazing. Oh, my gosh. And so I love just that whole stadium, that whole state of Texas. Just
Murray.
Salty.
Murray needs to explode. We won this last time.
Is
Murray
pissed off.
In your old home stadium where people are denying your...
Talking to you, bro. Go off.
Murray, you need to explode this week. Just show him who's boss.
They're talking about starting Ryan Matthews over you, which Ryan Matthews is...
He's a stud too.
He's a stud, but that's ridiculous.
Take your spot.
Take the starting job back, Murray, or don't give it to him. Just go off.
I predict the Eagles to win by 20.
25. They're winning by a lot.
I said this about the Falcons too, so...
The Eagles are gonna win this game, or else they're gonna win this. They're gonna win this game.
Monday Night Football. This is the most depressing.
We even need to talk about this.
This is the most depressing game. I said this earlier, but this
depressing
is the most depressing
game. Yeah.
It's the
Forte's out. Keenan Allen out.
I didn't even announce the team yet.
Dude,
Bears versus the Chargers.
Keenan Allen's out. Forte's out. Who are you gonna watch in this game? You got no fantasy impact besides like Jeremy Langford, who you probably should go pick up on the waivers. Yeah. But
don't watch it.
It's gonna be a board game.
Do homework.
Do something
Don't watch
else.
this game. That about wraps this one up, guys.
Go Birds! If we didn't make that clear enough already.
See you next 2 a.m.